What's going on, guys? The McDoctor here, second tune on custom. Like always, a pleasure to have you guys back. And yeah, today we're working on the Civic pickup truck. We're doing the pillar cap corners. We're doing the top of the roof. Trying to do episode by episode so that you guys don't miss not one thing. So without further waiting, let's get to it. All right, check it out. Speaking of customizing, I had these side moldings for the longest. They're for 2005 Chevy Avalanche. Story short, I trimmed them and I'm making them fit for it. I made it overlap here because if you guys see, it's a line here in the bumper. I wanted it lined up with that. So it's gonna need epoxy work, a little bando work here. I'm gonna do this with the gap is close to it, so I'm gonna fill that in the future. And probably we're gonna do it with like rift knot inserts. Now check out the back. Same concept. I still gotta work on the bottoms. I gotta cut and trim it so it's like tucked in more. But yeah, that's the look we're going for. Everything in it is supposed to not be in it. Like, this is not supposed to be a truck. It's a car, but we're making it a truck. So why not have fun with parts we have from a truck and mold and make it custom. At the end, it's gonna be one of a kind. Check it out. So I already cut these two. We're gonna mold these other two the same way we're gonna cut them. And then in another episode, I'll work on them and how I did it with the epoxy and the bando. But I think it looked dope. That's with. And this is without the OEM look. I think it looked plain. Being that the truck is kind of crazy built. So in order to bring that little mini truck look, I think it will look accurate. Pretty close if you see. So by the time they put the rift knot inserts and all that finish, just picture it. It's gonna look good. Everything painted one side, blend. Gonna look dope, man. Alright, so we're gonna cut these two, match them up to this side, being that I already got the sizes that I need. I'll show you how I did it. But first we're gonna pick up some extra materials for my boy Danny. From my boy Danny. I think he's giving me some metal and possibly a window for like a trailer or something. So if that's something we could use for this, by any means, I take it. Any freebies that could go to the channel, you know, it's a plus. So with that being said, let's take this, right? Check it out. We got a small window that we're gonna use for the back of the truck. So we're gonna use home items that we could find pretty much anywhere. Like that window's a full of sunroof of an old car. But yeah. And now I came out with an idea for this over here. So I'm gonna show you guys what I'm doing with that. I'm gonna cut it for the future when we start working in the back. It's just a vision that I had for right here. So we got that shape that makes it look OEM. So you guys know how I cut the trunk, right? Now check out that shape, boys. You guys see that rounding? That's perfect for a beginning to work on something. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna trim away starting to, and we'll see how that look like once I cut it. Used to look like another bumper, so I measure it and I cut the corner that used to close down. Now if you guys see, it's got that shape, so that's what we're looking for. Once that I weld this in place, you guys see what I mean? It's got that round shape. So that's what we're looking for. So it goes something like that. Mine clean back a little bit, so we do somewhat of a leveling back here. But yeah, we're gonna clean it up so we could start tagging them place, and from there we could work our place. Once that's in place, my plan is to weld it through the inside as well, so it's one piece and it's strong as shit. So I figured I'd show you guys all that. We're not gonna do the inside today, but we will do the outside so we could start taking that shape that we need. So let's get it. Alright, check it out. Mally, I'm still working. This is all weld, as you guys see. Gotta get grind down tomorrow. Got a pretty good welding. We still gotta do the corners, the sides. I just wanted to take that off for tonight. That alone right there, that made the roof already strong. There's no flexibility like it used to be. So yeah, it's looking good. So far as I grind it, start seeing the view from the back. I've got the shape. You guys see it around it. Of course, once that we work the sides and the whole back, it'll look completed. But for now, it's as far as we're gonna get tonight. So we'll pick this up tomorrow. Alright boys, kind of a late start, but we're getting someplace. Grinded this down. Pretty much solid. I'm still gonna inspect it. If I have to weld it full, I'll weld it full. But it's tacked up in place well. Waiting for my boy Lou. He's bringing me another spare trunk like that so I could cut the corner. And with the corner the same way I use with this, we're gonna cut it and we're gonna use it to give it that round shape for that window OEM look. And being this a Honda trunk, why not? I mean, the trunk has already got the shape, so we're gonna use it. But check it out, looking dope. Sort of a late start again. Kind of rain, plus I cleaned my garage. You guys see this side is done. The only spot that I put a hole through by accident. Other than that, I did pretty good. I could feel that, no problem. Still got it working in here, so no big deal. I cut my piece that I'm gonna use for the back cheating of that with the window sits. We gotta get cleaned off, take all the rust off. That's just a little patina from water, and we're gonna prime it. That plate is gonna go over here, and it's gonna be part of the window between these. It's gonna form a framing, and we just gotta do the side, weld it up little by little. But yeah, coming along good. So see what we do. Check it. Got dark. We're still working over here. So I said the garage is a little bit cleaner. Waco moving in and out. It was mad crowded on 2 weeks that I was, not using it because of my hand. Anyway, we got a EK coupe trunk. Pause. This is the cutting that I'm doing. So I'm just showing you guys so you guys could use as reference if anybody chose to do this in a build at your house. The way I cut these, I'm using them as the pillars on the side of the truck. So as they don't have the straight cut, we're gonna have rounding. So these are buff cut right in the middle where the A's used to go, side to side. So this is pretty much ready. You gotta take them out of here, and we're gonna see how we could use that for the sides of the caps, so we could do the back of the cap for the window. But this is part that's gonna go with the top of the roof, so this is an important thing. I ain't never seen nobody do it with this. The other person that I seen that did a pickup truck like mine, he went to the junkyard and they just cut the cap corners, tops from a truck. Pause. That was my plans. Again, I'm improvising. I'm making it more easy for you guys to follow. So I'm gonna use a simple trunk. Being this got the shape, check it out. See that rounding? That's what we need for the cap itself. Instead of be flat cut. So that's what we're using that as the size. So I'm gonna take them out of there and show you ones that they de-skin out of the skin trunk door. So let's get it. Alright boys. We see the trunk is cut. You take your time and you could take the whole section off. Like literally, you could still see the wire and everything. Excuse me. So this is how you do that. Always use tape because it's gonna be the straighter line rather than just use a line with a marker. If you follow the line on the tape, chances are it's gonna be more straight than just a simple Sharpie mark. So that's a little tip. I cut those, split them in half. Now check it. Now you guys see what I mean? Now you guys see how it got the roundness we need for the truck. These are gonna go like this. So we see that shape already. Better than be a round cut. Again, people that I seen they done this in YouTube, they gone to the junkyard and cut the corners of a truck cap. The cap corner of a truck, pause. The top corner, that's what they do. We're not doing that. Figure if I'm gonna show the way I do it, I'm gonna do the way that I do it. So I'm just using simply a spare trunk and check it out. The sack shape that I'm looking for. We see that roundness? That's what we wanted. So it's obviously dark enough. So we're gonna pick this up tomorrow. I just wanted to cut this, have them ready. Rather than have to cut this tomorrow. It's already cut. I could start sizing down on the car already. And we know exactly what we're gonna weld, how much we need and how we don't need. Because the window part on the car is gonna go on this like really soon. So this is something that I'm trying to get ASAP on it. But yeah, pick this up tomorrow. Got a little dark, but we used to work over here in the nighttime. We don't stop, so let's get it. All right, boys, the next day, following up. The rain finally stopped and I can't wait. So anyway, we cut these caps yesterday. I showed you in the video that I had them prepped. Now I'm just gonna measure them where they're gonna get cut, where this is gonna meet up, so that we could start welding this in place. If you remember, there was a slide by accident. I kind of like that because I could just slide it in and kind of tucked in. So I could use that to my advantage, put some pressure, weld it tight press. And that should be good. The same over here. So I'm going to try to like level it up straight so that from here we could keep working and welding it up as we go. Alright, so with that being said, let's get it. Alright, check. I already did my cuts where I need to cut it. So the pillar could get welded. This is the cut that I need. I'm gonna show you guys real quick and then I'm gonna proceed to grind down the spots and then we're gonna weld it. So it's gonna go like this. Cut to fit. See, so it's gonna get welded there. I done cut this, so this is gonna get welded there. Just like that, we're gonna box it in, close it in. Some parts get overlapped like that, but that is getting welded to fit, man. We're gonna get a small spot right there and weld it in afterwards. We just gotta close in the corners. Yeah, we'll proceed that process. I'll do it first on this side and then I'll show you guys on the other side how I did it. So let's get it. Alright, we got everything sanded. Everything that's getting welded, prep. This is ready to get welded. I got everything in place. Everything is trimmed down. I haven't welded, so I could show you guys. See how everything just meets. Metal to metal. So we're gonna weld that. The same over here. It's not overlap, it's gonna be metal to metal, so it's stronger. We're gonna weld it over here. And then at the end over here, we're gonna put another piece to close in this cap. Pause. So it looks kind of OEM and the same look. But check it out, boys. I think we see the look on it starting to get that shape that we want. So without waiting, we're just gonna get to that welding and you guys see it. Let's get it. part so good. That's what we're looking for. You hear the difference when I'm banging the hammer, pause. I mean, we're making it one solid unit. Yeah, we just needed to tag it in place, a few spots. We still got to keep modifying the sides, so I think this is good money. I'm gonna tag it a few more parts, and then we're gonna proceed to the other side. That part is solid welded. Gonna go ahead and weld this a little bit here since we're here. Check me. Check it out. Tag and play, few strong parts already. Through the back. Main piece here, this is welded metal to metal, not overlap. Same here, all around here. I gotta cut a little triangular piece here to close this up, and this should be good money. But overall, not bad. Homemade pillar out of a freaking EK coupe trunk. Who would have thought about that? Well, nobody else but your boy over here. The same with the tap. Once that we weld this piece over here, it's gonna look all uniform and closed. I'm stoked. This is gonna come out fucking sick. So I'm gonna finish this piece up, and then I'm gonna jump on the other side of camera, and that should conclude this episode with the pillars and the tap. In the next episode, we'll do the back of the bottom of the back closing, and potentially the back window itself. You know, I'm trying to take my time so all this comes out strong and it comes out good. But also, you guys take notes if you want to do this at home. So I'm gonna finish that piece, show you what it look like, then we jump on the other side of camera. Let's get it. One more time. Now we're fully sealed, boys. Check it out. Got everything closed in, welded. I grind it now. Like I said, I'm just trying to patch all my pieces first, get it solid, and then at the end, eventually, I'll go back and weld everything pretty much all the way through that you don't see no gaps. Like over here, I have to do a little hole right here, put a little piece of metal. I gotta take these out, close it in. But shit, overall, look at them corners. Look at them pillars now. They look like they came there, or at least they came from a pickup truck, none less from a fucking EK trunk. EK trunk. So that's pretty much how we're gonna do. We still gotta fill in a couple holes here and there. Like I said, I still gotta go over it. So I'm just trying to tag it in place. But yeah. Check out the look now. It really got that pickup look. Know what I'm saying? So now we seen the division, how it start getting the shape of how it goes. And the bottom is gonna go a plate. That's where the window's gonna go at. So we start seeing division. Alright, so without further waiting, I'm gonna jump off camera, do the other side. I'll show you guys what it looked like. And that's gonna be pretty much it for right now. Like, I'm dying just to fill it in with fiberglass so we could just sand and see what it looked like. But we still got a lot of fabrication to go, so I don't want to put any fiberglass yet. I still gotta make some custom plates that match this up, the same shape. That when we close the door, everything looks OEM. Show you guys real quick. So I just gotta stand this pretty much a little bit more from the top all the way over here so it matches. The biggest work was over here, the pillars, and we did that. It's already solid. Like I could actually check the whole car now. We still gotta weld through the inside, make reinforcement, but that's looking good, so we're gonna get to the other side. Alright, so we got this side ready. Again, I wanna show you the process before I weld it. That side we accidentally sliced it back. Accident. And it worked out perfect because I'm able to wedge it in. Overlap if you wanna call it, but I guess tack welded it strong. Over here we got a cut to fit. Cut to fit, cut to fit. Once everything start getting welded, I'll clamp it with the pliers, weld it up, and yeah, we should be good money with that today. So I'm gonna get to weld it, and I'm gonna show you guys what it look like. So let's get it. All right, boys. So we got that piece done. Same thing. Gonna grind it. Then we gotta do the triangular piece, which should be done with this, and that should be a wrap for the pillars. So let's get it. All right, boys. Finally done. But before, the first thing I'm gonna get to saying a couple things. Check this out. I just got this. My boy Luis Rodriguez, he just brought me this. Gracias, papi. He's the same person, excuse me, that brought me the fenders, the doors, and the trunk. He's been a blessing throughout the whole build. So my flowers to whoever deserves them, and in this case he does, because I have asked him to buy every single part and he has said no the whole time, and that's a blessing. Didn't have it, he just brought me that yesterday with the trunk, and yeah, I'm pumped. By the way, we got the trunk over here that we cut off, so that's 2 trunks we cut off. I'm gonna save all that metal because at the end I might use that for the inside to reinforce the metal to make it stronger once that we make the inside of the back of the truck bed. Pause. The window frame is all done, as you guys see. Couple holes that I got it filled up, nothing bad. Everything's in place, tacked up the way it should. I gotta make some corner caps for over here to make it even. Not worry about that. My whole worry was this, so we could carry on and continue doing the window. We got that side done, looking good. So tacked up, I grind it again. I gotta make these little caps over here to close it in with metal. Nothing we can do later on. My whole worry was to do the whole roof tap so we could carry on with the window. And yeah, looking good. Gotta grind these down off camera, but we should be set. This is how you do left and right custom post pillars for your DIY truck. So in this case, I was able to use the same trunk from EK. I used 2 different trunks. One to make this part, the top. This is gonna go slash down for the window. And we use the second one that we cut in half to use the pillar corners. That definitely gets to that look of the truck, not just something that we just cut and fucking join together with a piece of metal. So little by little, man. Once that I'm done with the body work at the end, it's gonna look dope. That's not too bad. Of course, we still got body work to do all around the truck, but right now my work is just to do the customization, which means I gotta do all that fabrication bullshit. The fucking inside of the pickup truck, the floor. I still got my work cut up, so this is just the beginning. But it's looking good. The other side as well. Overall, we see the shape starting to look good. I like the fact that it comes up a little bit round and then it rounds, because it's gonna get to that Honda look, you know what I'm saying? It's all based on Honda parts, so why not use them? But yeah, this is looking dope, boys. All right, so we're gonna wrap it short with this one. This is episode 4, I believe, part 4. Today we happen to do the top of the roof and the post pillars for the side, because that's the beginning of the window. Next episode I'm gonna start doing the bottom half with the window connects, and probably the sides, and possibly the whole window. But with that being said, thank you for watching, subscribing, liking, and commenting. Till the next time, peace.